Let's go now.
One, two, three, up.
I'm telling you, try it.
This is Mark Bell from SuperTraining Gym. SuperTraining Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We got some bench pressing going on here at SuperTraining Gym. Benching with Zach, and we are lifting with some bands. You're also going to notice that my brother, Christopher Bell, was in the house on this day as well. We're benching with some bands, and you're going to see in a little bit that we're using some weight releasers as well. You can see Zach gripping the bar firmly, as you should, and even though the legs are up, the chest is still kept up high. You want to keep your chest nice and high because that's going to indicate that the shoulders are locked into place for each and every rep. Zach is a strong guy. He's got a pretty good bench press, but we need to get him in a position where he's able to bench press without his elbows starting to flare out. And so that's something that we're going to be working on a lot with him. You can see I was using the weight releasers there. It's an additional 30 pounds per side. I'm sorry, an additional 30 pounds total. 10 and a 5 on each side, and it makes the weight heavier as you unrack it and makes the weight heavier for the eccentric portion of the lift. Hey, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. There's my son, Mr. Jake Bell, as we like to call him, Mr. Jake. That's his nickname because when he was a kid and we had some cleaning ladies over the house, they would always call him Mr. Jake, and so that's forever his name, Mr. Jake. And so here he is benching, looks like he's got about 105 pounds on there, maybe 115 pounds, getting some reps. Really excited to have him coming into the gym. Really unique situation with being able to teach my son something that I'm so passionate about and something I have a huge love for. So it's great to kind of pass that on because I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to fix a car or install a fan or or paint or do much of anything. I'm pretty useless actually now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm pretty useless, but I can teach him how to lift. I can teach him how to be stronger. I can teach him about nutrition, and so that's what I've been doing with both my children since they were young. I've been teaching them about nutrition and exercise and things like that. Got Big Zach going for a 455 bench. Nice clean press, and you could see the elbows started to kind of flare out there a little bit as he was coming through on the bench. Got my boy Emilio Paez, aka BFT. I don't really know why, but this has happened to me more than once in my life, and in both cases it's people that are Mexican. So I don't know why this happens. And BFT, he tries to claim that he's not Mexican, but he can't deny his heritage. But anyway, he's tried to tell me that when I first met him, he tried to tell me his name is Tito, but his name is Emilio. And then the other time that happened was with Juan, and Juan told me his name is John. So I don't know what this front is that these guys are putting out, but it ain't working. So here we got some slingshot bench pressing going on. We're starting to add some weights on there. Got, looks like over 5 plates, looks like 535 or so by Trevor. Really strong press. Protect yourself before you wreck yourself. You can see we got elbow sleeves on, we got a slingshot on, and we have wrist wraps on. And people might look at that and be like, dude, why don't you just lift the weight raw? Why don't you just lift it without all that bullshit on? Well, that bullshit is going to be stuff that keeps you in the game for a long time. And if you're going to build up any sort of strength, if you're going to build up any sort of real world strength, then it's going to take time. It's going to take years. It's going to take decades. Even a lot of you guys are watching, people like Larry Wheels just killing weights left and right nowadays. But even guys like him, you have to understand he's been lifting for 10 years, even though he's still extremely young. You just saw I was doing some kind of lockout type work with some chains there, pushing off of that'd be considered a pin press, but we're pushing off of like almost seatbelt straps in that Rogue Fitness rack, just to kind of really emphasize the lockout. And here we are doing some incline dumbbell presses. Incline dumbbell presses help build up the pecs. They can help build up that starting burst that you need to finish off a big bench press. You need to get some good acceleration. And if you're going to have good acceleration, the only way to really do that is to have strong pecs. And a great way to build strong pecs is through the incline bench. It's just an exercise that should be in the majority of your workouts. See my son there in the background, and people have been talking about him wearing jeans in the gym. And so I thought on this particular day where we were training, I thought it'd be fun to come in the gym wearing jeans as well. Strength is never a weakness. Weakness is never a strength. Catch you guys later.